Hello and welcome back to the Card Fault TCG, where we're going to do an unboxing today of Scarlet and Violet Temporal Forces. So I've got an ETB. There are two ETBs in the Scarlet and Violet Temporal Forces range. I have done the other one on a previous video and opening this one today. So quite a short video, just a quick unboxing, see what we get in an ETB. So this set now is coming up to 9 months. I think it was released March last year. So it's a set that I'm trying to master set. Still got quite a way to go, so I think this is, as I say, my second ETB, and I've just the odd few free packs and things like that I've had so far. So probably going to pick up a booster box next just to try and push it through and get the master set finished. So for those of you who are not aware of the cards that are in this collection, so obviously with every ETB you do get a brochure. Just moving along to the arts. So I really do want to try and get the Ghastly, and there's a really nice Gengar in this range as well. But a lot of Walking Wake, Iron Leaves, Raging Bolt. It's quite a big range. It was around the time where the pull rate started to change a little bit and get a little bit more difficult. So it did seem to put a few people off, and kind of middle ground in terms of popularity. So there are more popular sets out there. In particular, obviously 151 is a different beast entirely, but you've got your Paldeer Evolved is taking off. The newer sets, Twilight Masquerade, Surging Sparks, absolutely flying. Kind of getting into the realms of ridiculous really on some of the prices. But going back to some of these sets, I'm looking at Paradox Rift potentially next as well. You can pick up an ETB now and again for between £35 and £40, certainly not much more than 40. Booster boxes you can still get under MRSP, so you're looking around £105 here in the UK. Not sure how much longer they're going to last at that, because there's a bit of an explosion at the minute with Pokemon. So just to go over what we get in the box, so obviously you always get your dice and counters. You get a pack of sleeves, which in this one has the Iron Leaves, which is pretty cool, and clear on the front. You get a slab of energy cards, obviously your packs, which we'll go through in just a second. And then the reason why there's two ETBs is there's two promo cards that come with them. So in this one we get the Iron Fawns, not the exclusive Pokemon Center one, so it's not got the stamp just there, but nevertheless it's still a great card to have as part of the collection. And then lastly, at the bottom of the box, you have your dividers as well, which are different between the two ETBs, but again really quite cool that we get there. So just pop those knickknacks away and move on to the packs. So in a standard ETB set you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 packs. In terms of the pack art, we get, okay, so strangely you get 3, 3, 2, 1 in terms of how they go, but there's that's the 4 that we get. So as I say, 9 packs. So let's start to crack through them and see where we end up. So I'm going to start first over here. So I'd be really interested in the comments to let me know what collections that you're looking at yourself at the moment. Do you collect master sets? You know, what's your aim with the Pokemon sets? There's so many different ways that people collect. We're starting off with Lightning Energy, Slugma, Solasis, Skitty, Electabuzz, Rebska, Moltres, Full Metal Lab, Snom Reverse Hollow, Chatot Reverse Hollow, and a Melmetal hollow. So, I mean, in terms of pull rates, I haven't had too many of this set to kind of see how that sits yet. So, and you know, I don't buy huge collections, so perhaps it hasn't shown through as much. Melton, Nuzleaf, Mincino, Rockruff, Ribubbly, Future Booster Energy Capsule, Iron Hands, A-Spec, Prime Catcher, pretty cool, Centre Scorch, Reverse Hollow, and the Mirrodin Hollow. ETBs can be very much hit and miss in terms of pull rates. Like to think you get 3 decent-ish cards out of here, but you never do really quite know what you're going to get. Leaf Energy, Haunter, Pikachu, Ghastly, wow, Elgin, nice to get the Gengar as well in this one, Iron Treads, Boxed Order, Woodley, Turtonator Reverse, Excadrill Reverse, oh, the Wood Trio, Full Art, that's a nice card. As we was hitting that Haunter and the Ghastly, I thought, here we go, surely we get the Gengar as well and get the full evolution, but not to be in that one. So we're on to pack 4, starting with Dark Energy, Licky, Metang, Carcole, Grottle, Colossal, Perilous Jungle, Unpheasant, Poochyena Reverse, Haunter Reverse, and a Bramblegast Hollow. So, Tumbleweed. Shouldn't say that really. So, across the halfway point, 4 packs left. Kicking off with Metal Energy, Brambling, Gilligriff, Rosaleo, Cutify, Garlock, Shaman, Cypher Maniacs, Code Breaking, Carvina Reverse Hollow. Oh, let's go. Look at that dealing, full art. That's so nice. Actually, there's 2 cards, it's a set. There's the dealing and can't think of the other one at the moment. Sawbuck and dealing, and it's the 2 go side by side and make art. That's really cool. Artwork's absolutely brilliant on that one. Really happy with that pull. So I don't think we've hit any general EXs yet, have we? Which is unusual, but there we go. So Psychic Energy, Litten, Shroomish, Lickitung, Shadowbug, Rescue Board, Hand Trimmer, Sandy Shocks, Golett Reverse Hollow, Molten, Asking You Will Find Gouging Fire Regular EX. How ironic that you say it and then it appears. So this pack is clearly going to be a God pack, and it's going to contain the Ghastly and the Gengar, Raging Bolt. Let's have a gold card. You know, speak any into existence, but you know, any one of those would be great. So we've got Lightning Energy, Roly-Coly, some of the names, Heatmore, Yampa, Torracat, Breham, Ancient Booster Energy Capsule, Rapidash, Meditate Reverse Hollow, no way, Bianca's Devotion. Pretty sure that's one of the higher cards in this set. The waifu cards, it's quite a big thing, particularly in Japan. So any of the kind of the female trainers, they're called waifu cards, and over in Japan can be worth an absolute fortune on some of them, but I'm sure this is one of the bigger pulls in the set. And then the iron treads behind that one in a hollow. So really happy so far. So we're left with the last 2 packs. We've got the Raging Bolt and the Iron Leaves. So I'm going to go Iron Leaves. I only had one of these artworks in this ETB, so I did want to leave it towards the end. So let's go. So we got Fire Energy, Finzen, Bronzor, Mychina, Duacint, Eri, Sunter Scorch, Buddy Puffin, Iron Thorns, Roaring Moon, and an Incineroar EX full art. I mean that's 4 pulls out of 5 with the EX out of a regular ETB. You know, I think certainly on quite a run at the moment. There's one card in here actually, the Eri card. There is a full art variation of that, which I'm really keen to get. So I've got a daughter who's called Erin, often called Eri for short. So I quite like the card for that. Don't know if she'd appreciate it, but she's a teenager, but I find it pretty cool. Right, last pack magic. I mean, to be fair, I've got more than I was expecting from the beginning anyway, but let's hope we get some in this last pack. So we've got Psychic Energy, Sizzlipede, Maril, Galette, Elgin, Buddy Puffin, Iron Treads, Boxed Order, sure, that's strange. An extra code card in the box. That's really weird. Never had that before. Azumarill reverse hollow, Breloom reverse, and ending on a Roaring Moon. God, that was really strange. 2 code cards in the same box, just a random one in the middle. Oh well. So, recap, but I'll have to just quickly whiz through because for some strange reason I decided to just pile all the cards in one stack. So I'll just pull back out the ones I've got. I mean, to be quite honest, if you're watching this as a new collector, I don't normally have this much luck on an ETB. As I say, I'd normally expect to get 3 pulls, which might be 1 full art, a couple of EXs, perhaps 2 full arts, but I mean, you know, barely, was it just 1 regular EX? I'm just pulling them out now, which was quite low, weirdly, but then, you know, the rest of the cards were above and beyond what we'd be expecting. So there we are. So just to do a quick recap, so we had Prime Catcher, we had Wugtrio, we had Deerling, we had Gauging Fire EX, we had Bianca's Devotion, and we had Incineroar EX. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pulls out of 9 packets. So perhaps other people have better luck, but for me that's probably as good as it's ever been. So really do like the artwork overall in Temporal Forces. It's a big collection, it's possibly going to be a difficult one, but I'll judge that as I go. Quite keen to get a booster box and just judge for myself how far I get with it. I'm looking to do the master set, where I do collect all of the commons, all of the reverse hollows, and basically everything that you can fetch out of a pack, with the promos as extra as well, when I can pick those up. So I'll show you that obviously as that goes along. With obviously some of the new sets now becoming a little bit ridiculous price wise, so it may be that I'll hold off a little bit on some of those and just go back to some of these sets that I haven't started or finished and go through those. So as I say, I'm making headway now with Temporal Forces. Barely opened a packet of Paradox Rift, so I've got 2 sets there to go back to, and obviously would urge you to obviously just be sensible in terms of how you collect and how you spend money. Prices and demand, they'll always go up and down. It's a bit of a strange period at the moment with some of the prices that are being discussed, but it's been a little bit like that always. So when we've had some of the other sets, I mean, you know, the Pikachu Insurgent Sparks going straight up over, well over £500. There's people out there who'll buy that. I'm not one of those. So it's not for me, but you know, there's still lots out there that you can get into. So thank you very much for watching this video. Would be great if you feel that you could like and subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel. Just a small business, collecting, a little bit of selling. I've got a website, the Card Vault TCG. If you were to scan the QR code that you can see on screen, that will take you to the website. Also quite active on TikTok and then YouTube and the other socials. But really do appreciate you watching the video. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.